Time for another lure unboxing. So I'm actually starting with a small company that many of you may never have heard of, but it's a company called HH Custom Baits out of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. They seem to have some very good smallmouth-focused finesse lures. And so you know how I love my smallmouth fishing. This video is really going to be mostly like spawn to summer. And honestly, a lot of these will work into fall too. You know, once you get past the spawn, there's just, you know, I'm going to use a lot of the same baits the rest of the year. So let's get this nice packaging, invoice. We don't need to know how much I paid for all this. Ooh. So I did get a lot of soft plastics. These look awesome. So I mean, this is a great finesse size trailer. Look at that. That's fantastic. I love the look of that. So it's like a little mini crawl type shape. Looks a little bit like a, I'd call it a rabbit-tailed, you know, rabbit ears or something. This is looks really nice. I didn't recall this. This actually has real bait oils in it. So there is a little bit of scent. Very nice. So I got a few colors of this. Let's see if we can put it here. So this is the Susky Special Rusty Craw. We have a lot of rusty crayfish in the area, so the fact that they make one a color specifically for that. And this is like PB&J. I think this one, I don't remember if this is a laminated color or if it's a color changing. It may not even be color changing. It's a nice look. I like the way that looks. So obviously I'll throw these on jigs, stuff like that. I'm going to save those for the end. Here they have these little micro jigs. This color is PB&J. This color is Crayfish Supreme. These are 1/8 ounce, so they look. I really like the looks of them. They're kind of like the Kitech Monospin in a way, but they have a lot more jig to them, and then just a little details here, right? These two extra long. These look like antenna, so very nice. Susky Special color, Smalley Slayer color, another PB&J. I think I got 2 of all of the colors. Oh, I was gonna say, wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, this one, you may have caught it. This is actually an 1/8 ounce chatterbait. All right, and I'm really looking forward to getting these. So this is the Smalley Slayer, and this is the Susky Special. Didn't go to their site for these, but when I saw them, like, this is great. 1/8 ounce small chatterbaits that are smallmouth focused. They tend to be hard to find. These are what I really like. When I heard about them, I had to check them out. This is an 1/8 ounce buzzbait, right? They look fantastic on the website. Oh my gosh, the way the blade spins on these things, look at this, it just spins forever. These are going to take like no effort to get moving. Incredible. Got a nice little bait keeper down here on the hook even. I usually don't even run a trailer on my buzz baits. Man, can't wait to get this out. Try to hit some shallow areas in the lakes. We might have missed, maybe the pre-spawn buzzbait bite might be done. This one is, so this color is called Killer Gill. It's got that little bit of, it's got a gold blade, gold pattern. I felt like the smallmouth would probably absolutely crush this and the black. And These were about 10 bucks a piece, I think. But a good buzzbait is rather expensive, and I've never had one that feels as good as these just right out of the package. They look incredible. So we'll be doing that. So that is HH Custom Baits out of Gettysburg. They really seem to be into the finesse and bait finesse stuff. So if you're looking for some nice little micro jigs, chatterbaits, even buzz baits that are 1/8 ounce, it's great. I think they have other weights too, to be honest with you, but the 1/8 ounce would seem perfect for what I wanted to do. Now I split this unboxing into 2 days because I wanted to get those HH custom baits out. I wanted to get a couple of those out on the water tomorrow. So this next part is filmed a day or 2 later. Okay, for the second half of this unboxing, I got an order from Fishing Shop Kiwi. In my previous gear unboxing video for, I think it was the spring stuff, I mentioned I had like a $200 and some order I was thinking about making from Japan. Well, I still made the order, but it only ended up being like half of the size because I already ordered a good bit of stuff. But I got to tell you, the experience of ordering from this shop was a little bit different because when you place the order, they basically confirmed the order the next day. They deleted a handful of things that I ordered and then sent me an invoice, and I paid that. And then honestly, it took like another 6 days, and I sent them a follow-up message, and then they shipped the order. But in the meantime, something else had gone out of stock, and they sent me a refund on that. Now, it did get here the next day after they shipped it. They don't seem to be as maybe efficient as some of the places like Digitaka and Japan Lure Shop if you order from Japan on a regular basis. But I'll show you what I got. It is probably the best wrapped box I've gotten from a Japan tackle shop. And that's saying something because they take a lot of pride in the stuff they ship. Double layer. Ooh, triple layer. This is crazy. Okay, let's see what we got here. So, I got 2 different colors of the Deps Bull Flat. I got one's more like a bluegill color, and then the other one is more of like a green pumpkin. Thought this would be a great free rig bait, among other things. Man, stuff is really packed well. Look at this. Feels like there's $20 worth of bubble wrap in here. So this is a trout lure specifically. It's called the Jackal Egg Nuts. It's made for like essentially targeting hatchery trout in lakes. And my best day of trout fishing, which unfortunately I forgot my cameras, but my best day of trout fishing this year, most of the fish were caught on this lure, and so they had a good price on this. I got another color just because I like it. Now let's do these first. Oh wow, it's kind of interesting. They seem to pack like the different types of products. It must be a really big shop and different people are pulling them or something. So these are a couple Nikko products. I want to try the Nikko Winnow. Ordering these in the US are expensive. From this shop, these were relatively inexpensive, like maybe half the price or less than what you would pay here in the US. So I said, let's just go ahead and give these a try. And then similarly, I got a pack of the Nikko Crawls. Same thing. These are very expensive in the US, and these were maybe 1/2 or 1/3 the price ordering them from Japan. It's actually the cheapest price I've seen on Nikko products anywhere. I was a little bummed that a lot of the other stuff was out of stock because if you watch the channel, you know how much I like my Nikko Hellgrammites. Okay, in this little baggie, it's kind of cool how they pack all this stuff. I think it's mostly hooks. Oh no. So this is the thing that made me want to order from Japan. So, you've all heard of Wacky rigs before. Well, there's a different technique that's fairly new, as I understand it, coming out of Japan called the shot Wacky, or some people call it the inch Wacky. If you order them from places like Tackle Warehouse and stuff, they have heavier weights than what we typically than what I would like to have. So I got both the junior and the regular in 0.6 gram weights. See if we can get it on that camera. And then in 0.9 gram weights. 0.9 grams is 1/32 of an ounce. And so I got both types in this inch Wacky. The idea is it gives a different rate of fall and you can use, because there's a little bit of weight on a hook, you can use very small worms. So I'm going to put this to test here really soon. But like your traditional Senko, it weighs 11 grams. It doesn't fit on most bait finesse rods. But you could throw this on a very finesse, very fine, even like a trout worm, you could put on this style hook. And now you can throw a Wacky rig that's got a different rate of fall. Wacky and rate, man, I'm just struggling with those two. It gives them a different look. And the other side is, because it's a smaller hook, because it's a smaller worm, you might actually be able to catch a lot of panfish and stuff on it too. So I'm hoping it pans out really well this year, which is why I got so many packs of these inch Wackies. I really have a lot of fun Wacky rig fishing, and so I wanted to try this technique a little bit more detailed. This, I can tell what it is right now. This is just another pair of pliers. But again, for the quality of the tools that come out of Japan, their inexpensive tools are just really good. The way they're built, I love the looks of this. And this was, I think, like $7. And so I'm always losing pliers and forceps, so I just grabbed another pair. And one change I'm making is I'm trying to clip them to tool holders. And so this little integrated clip was a cool feature. And then all of these should be weights of various types. And this is the other half of why I had to order from Japan. Let me find those first. Oh, there's hooks in here too. Oh, where are they? Okay, there. Okay, so these TX Dan sinkers. These decoy sinkers, these are the, I believe, from what I've looked at and what I've heard, these are the best free rig sinkers out there. They have an actual sleeve where the line rides through it, and it even shows a free rig on the back. So this is, to me, this is probably the ultimate free rig sinker. And as I play around with free rig, I'll try a lot of the different sinkers, but I wanted to make sure that I had what's arguably one of the best ones out there. And I got the 3.5 gram size, so I will be throwing that on, on sort of like my standard or even my power finesse rods. These looked really cool. So these are small 2.5 gram, basically football head jigs, and I thought they would be great for rigging different plastics. And they have a size 4 EWG hook. So again, for finesse type techniques, these look familiar, and they're called rock bombs. Yeah, I was going to say, and then here is the slide bomb. Now, so this is I think this might have a lot of different techniques. I almost bought a bunch of them. So it's 1.5 grams, but this hook is actually, it sort of swings free. So it's like a swing head, but if you look at the profile of the bottom, I thought it would slide along the bottom well. So I wanted to try this out. I should have ordered more of them because I don't know where else I'm going to find these without placing a big order. So shipping was only $20, which isn't bad considering the discount on a lot of the stuff that I got. I did try a few different. I think in the editing process I didn't get as many as I thought I did. So I got a pack of the decoy round snaps and then a couple more of my V snaps that I use on a regular basis. Okay, this hook is, it's always hard when you're trying to tell and you look at them. This hook is a little big for BFS in general, but if I put it on a power BFS rod, this is designed to be used with like the bellows gill. So I figured, well, I'll get the actual hook and we'll see how it does. But honestly, it doesn't look like it's any heavier wire than like, sort of a standard finesse jig. My power BFS rigs have no problems setting that hook. So this will definitely go with the power BFS setups. couple different types of brands of worm hooks to try out, just for mini Texas rigs and stuff like that. This is another big bite hook, again, to be used for you know, like the bellows gill and bigger soft plastics, maybe with even the bull flat, stuff like that. And then just a couple more sets of drop shot hooks. Again, I like decoy products, so I end up buying a lot of them. And then these are just for updating some trout lures, stuff like that. Inline spinners. So I wanted to get small barbless hooks to throw on a few of those. That was all from those orders. But I want to share two other things. I've been trying to get one of these for over a year, and I could have paid up and stuff like that. I finally got one for like $9 off of eBay. It's called the Gizmo. I have some other topwater baits. I got like some dragonfly lures that I might have been in one video last year. So we're going to run both of those together over the summer and see which one performs better. I think there was a big smallmouth tournament on the Susquehanna that was won last year or the year before, and ever since, this seems like it's been really hard to get a hold of. That's where I heard about it, if I recall, and so I'm just happy to get one. It's the Evergreen Gizmo. And again, got it off of eBay. And then, of course, got another one. This is the Era Tiny Glide. This is 2 drops in a row. I managed to score one, so here pretty soon, I'll start catching some fish on these. So, and with that, I mean, I make these proclamations all the time. Like, I'm done buying reels. I'm done. I am pretty well stocked on tackle at this point. So I kind of need to just, say, okay, let's go fishing. And so that's the goal. I got a ton of ideas. I still have well over 100 videos that I want to make just this year, maybe even just this summer. Over the next 4 or 5 months. I probably won't be able to make them at that pace. But we'll see. So who knows? Could be a ton of videos coming your way sometime really soon. I did sell my eBay business, and so I'm free to connect with other creators and make fishing videos. I mean, and that's really what I want to do, and that's what we're going to be doing. So thanks for watching. If there's something in this group, with 100 and some videos, if there's something in this group that you're like, man, I really want to see that first, let me know. And I'll see if I can move it up the list. And some of them I just got just because they were cool. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the water sometime really, really, really soon.